right. I think it's the Antichrist and the Satanist on the rise.
Right. And the thing is, when you're first a victim, you think it's personal. Like I used to think, I couldn't figure out what is so special about me that these people go to the efforts that they do, because that's what my husband would think. Why would somebody, you're not a celebrity, why would somebody go to this, and I couldn't figure it out until I started getting online and networking with other victims, and then it clicked. That was such a relief to me to know at least that it wasn't all about me. It wasn't like, I wasn't the only one, because they make it seem like that, I've never been able to find another victim that, I tried to go online and see if I could find, somebody to network with in the area. Nobody's ever come forward. I know there's more victims in Chicago and the areas, but nobody's ever come forward. So, I don't know. I've noticed in other states there's quite a few in different states, but not in Illinois for some reason.
Oh, there's a few in Illinois that I've spoken to.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, I'm in touch with. Maybe I'll see if I can put you in touch with them too.
Oh, that would be great.
Yes, so you can speak with them. Because I look at it this way, and I say this before, and I'll say it again: if they can network, so can we.
Exactly.
Because the dark force may be rising, but I feel like some of us, this is happening for a reason. I think we can get the word out and let people know that this evil campaign is out there. It doesn't go away.
Right. But the thing is, I found that when I try to tell the average person who is not experiencing this, they look at you like you're, it's got to be your imagination or you're mentally ill, because, when it sounds like when you describe the kind of activities they're doing, it sounds like, people just being rude or coincidences or, it's just the fact that you have to show a pattern. Like if you, write down and document the times and things that these, the places these happen, you can see a pattern. Because most people that I found, they don't believe it. They're thinking, well, it's got to be something else, or, I've been told that I'm under demonic oppression, that I should, have the house blessed and different things like that. They just, they don't believe that this network of people, it's like they can't conceive of it, or I don't know what the deal is, but now that, if enough victims come forward, like what you're doing is great, and if people can see this is a reality, that this many people are not delusional, so, maybe then more, the average people will maybe have their eyes opened. I don't know.
People are not delusional. It's happening, and it's just it's too widespread. If it was one or two cases, but the fact that it's all over the internet now, all over YouTube, all over the edge, we have it everywhere. And on November 15th of 2007, I interviewed House Representative Jim Guest, and he acknowledged that this is happening. And he said people are not delusional. There's cases out there where people maybe, but for the most part, he did acknowledge that this is organized stalking is happening. It's out there, and people need to know about it, because anybody can be next. It doesn't matter who you are.
Exactly.
My perpetrators say, soon we'll get everyone.
Right, I think that's their goal. Everyone that's not going to be on, I don't know what criteria they choose to, whether, you're, I don't know if you're familiar with the eugenics movement, where they basically, they want to kill off the population of what they call lowlifes. They actually refer to people as human waste, like, homeless people, mentally ill, people that have whatever physical defects, or, they pretty much want to have, just like Hitler, they want to have a purified race of elitist people, or whoever they think is, worthy of living on the earth. And if you notice what they're trying to blame, this campaign of global warming, honestly, I don't believe it, because reputable scientists have proven that the temperature has actually gotten cooler, and there is no global warming. It's all part of an agenda that I think is going to lead to, they're saying that we need to cut down on the amount of, people traveling, which I believe is part of why the gas prices are rising. They're trying to get more people off the road, and they're going to try to eventually knock off a lot of people, because they're saying that people are using up the oxygen. They're ruining the environment. That's, the population is too big. We need to do something about it. I think this is all heading towards, their ultimate goal. So.
Well, I was watching Alex Jones' Endgame last night, and they said that limited travel would occur when the New World Order moves in, and also traditional family will be affected and everything else. So everything you're saying goes right along with, I think, the NWO plan, the depopulation.
Right.
And I think part of the reason we are being targeted is we're on that depopulation list.
Right.
Because we Christians or whatever, we're not going to go along with the New World Order, one world government, one world religion plan.
Right.
And so it's either go along with it or die. This cyclone in Myanmar, that was unbelievable.
Yes, it was.
It killed how many people? Almost 100,000?
Oh,
They
yeah.
didn't get help for days.
Right.
And
horrible.
what does that sound like to you? Hey, let the poor people die. That's what it sounds
Exactly,
like.
like Katrina. I believe
Katrina.
Yes, that was horrible. What they showed on, I couldn't believe what I was seeing on news coverage of people suffering, and the government just sits back and, that was amazing.
But why? Our government cannot be the same government that it was 50 years ago.
Oh, no, I don't
It's been
believe
infiltrated.
it. Right.
It's infiltrated with people, that want to take over, who are moving into this New World Order situation.
Right.
So Hurricane Katrina was the same thing. For days, how many days did we watch those people sit there at the Superdome begging for help? How many people laid there dead?
Exactly.
Nobody helped until it was too late.
Right.
And part of, I think, New Orleans is still underwater, isn't it?
Yes. In fact, a lot of it is in disrepair. It's just disgusting.
It is disgusting, but to me that was genocide.
Yes,
Man-made genocide. And the same thing with this cyclone. Those people, I read that one day an aid ship went there, and it sank. Oh, please. An aid ship sank? Well, what are the chances of that happening?
Right.
And then they didn't want to accept aid while people were laying there dead.
Right.
For days and days and days. What, after 7, 8 days? Did they finally allow it?
I don't remember I think they were resisting, and I don't know, it sounded like an insane situation to me, but,
Yeah, and how many more people
Right.
died? To me that was just genocide, a way to kill a poor population.
Exactly.
And to me that is depopulation through the New World Order. I think there's another agenda, and I think you're exactly right.
And you also see it through the private insurance companies, how they're denying. I know people personally that have been denied care for cancer and they ended up dying because they were, in the lower popular class or whatever they consider, that they could just, like HMO is a big culprit in this. I mean, people have had to, sometimes have to fight tooth and nail just to get basic care from some of these companies. And it's it's always the people that are, they're even picking on middle class people. It's not just lower class people anymore. Now it's it's almost like the middle class is disappearing.
Well,
you're going to have the lower class and you're going to have the very rich at the top. That's,
Well, it's always, we're being driven down. I know
Right.
organized stalking victims are
Exactly.
driven into poverty, financial destitution. They keep you from jobs.
Right.
To me, we're next on the list.
Right. Exactly.
To keep they've hit the lower class people, and when they're done with them, they're going to force us down, and they are forcing us down.
Right.
And we're next. That's my opinion. Is that I think we're next.
Right, because looking at all the foreclosures that's going on, there's people sleeping in their cars now, and I've seen in California, they've had actual tent communities of people that had to leave their homes because of foreclosure, and they were middle-class, nice homes, so they're definitely attacking the middle class already. I never thought I would see that day, because I thought, I always thought middle class, they considered upstanding citizens, but apparently they want the very elite, or I guess, if you're not in the top 1% or whatever is the billionaire population, I guess, that we don't matter. I honestly don't know.
Well, I think if you're not in the Antichrist running,
Right,
you're not in the campaign for him, then
Right.
the New World Order and the One World Government, you're on a hit list.
Right, exactly.
And I certainly feel it economically, and almost every victim I talk to is just having financial difficulty. And that's all part of the agenda. Once they drive you down, if you can't take any more, you'll commit suicide, or they'll drive you to nothing until they can kill you themselves. Or they drive you into prostitution. They're very twisted, perverted sexually. I mean, I can't tell you what went on in my life. I was in and out, but I'm going to tell you some of the stuff was horrible.
Wow.
And just the things I hear at night, always sex.
Wow.
And I can't believe it. I didn't ever think that I would live to see these days. Did you?
No, I never, I would read about years ago, and I just, you can't imagine what it's going to be like until you're actually in the times. I never pictured what it would be like, so. But, I'm just so thankful that, I'm so glad that there is a God and that, we have faith in Him. I believe that we wouldn't have survived this long if it wasn't for our faith in God, that He's, keeping us through this, and He's also, using it to strengthen our character, and ultimately it's to, to glorify Him, but also to make us more like Christ, and He's actually preparing us for eternity in heaven. So that's what keeps me going. I look forward to the future. It's the same when Jesus was on the cross. He looked forward to all the those who would be saved in him, which helped him endure the pain of the cross, and that's what